And don't forget, we've got the Q&A session at the end, so if you do have questions for any of our panelists, be thinking. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing. Next up, we've got Dave Thompson, who's Business Development Manager for Allume Energy. And he's going to talk about unlocking solar for flats, and I think it's something Connor touched on. According to the last census, 36.4% of households in Scotland are in flats. So this is a major opportunity for Scotland to improve its performance. All yours. Round of applause.
Hi everyone, you hear me okay? Yeah. So I'm Dave Thompson, I'm the Development Manager of Allume Energy, an Australian company. Been going since 2015, came over to the UK 2 years ago, and we've got the world's only solution to unlock shared solar PV for flats. So everyone knows the benefits that PV brings. It gives you increased SAP scores, reduce your energy bills, tackles fuel poverty, hits net zero goals, sustainability goals and CO2 targets. But flats have been left alone because it's been technically unfeasible to do. So that leaves the residents in a state of, they maybe get to a band C and they can't get any higher. Their energy bills, it just keeps propelling fuel poverty, and it's a bit unfair. And you've got the missed EPC uplift as well. Traditionally, you would normally connect to a landlord supply just to tick a box, and it would go down to the grid, wasted energy, abysmal SIG smart export guarantee, and there's no benefit for the residents. The other option was a separate bank of PV on the roof and loads of different hardware going into flats and DC cabling and inverter in every flat, which isn't really possible with space nowadays. But there is a better way. So this is how our system works. There's one PV array system on the roof, which goes down and connects into one inverter, into the soil share, and then there's one cable goes to the back of the meter. If you're lucky enough to have flats like this, where you have a communal meter area, then there's no need for any resident engagement. You don't need to go inside the flats. Same if the meters are in the riser, you don't need to go in the flats. If the worst case scenario, you're inner city and the meters are in the flat, it's one cable and a CT clamp on the back of the meter. So the resident engagement to fit this system is really low. If everybody's out during the day, then you will get export to the grid like a standard system. The difference between this system and a standard solar system, and I'll come on to that, is it meets demand. It doesn't just give you a steady solar curve. So the difference between that and a standard system is about 20% better. So that's the system. We're in 7 countries now. We've come over to Scotland because of the energy efficiency standards are higher in Scotland, so we want to help everybody in Scotland, and there's loads of flats that are missing out. We've delivered 7 gigawatts of energy across 3 continents, 7 countries, and we've won a raft of awards. The most important one is from the district network operator. So all the DNOs that we work on in every country actually love this product, so you have no issue when you're applying for your G99s. So connecting solar to multiple flats. This system also gives you an advantage over a standard system where you can tailor the kilowatt peak. So in some flats on the ground floor, you may have no insulation, so you get a lower SAP band. So you can allocate more kilowatt peak to those properties so you can even up the SAP bands. And as I said, there's minimal resident engagement. It's one of the only measures that comes with a built-in monitoring system that monitors all the energy data. It's pairable with any renewable tech, and it's got seamless integration. And because you can allocate different kilowatt peak at different times, you're future-proofing your SAP scores. Achieving your sustainability targets, well, everyone knows solar does that. You can gain between 5 and 20 SAP points depending on how much PV you can put on the roof. It solves EPC disparity, and saving your energy bills for your residents, probably the most important part for me, tackling fuel poverty, reducing your CO2, and it qualifies for all government funding. The most important one is it's an innovation measure that carries a 45% uplift on eco-innovation. It's only one of 3 measures that gets that type of funding. So if you have a block of flats and they're all band D, then you could have this installed free of charge. The Climate Change Minister from Wales, they always give us commendations down there. All the Welsh Housing Associations have jumped on board with us. And Western Wales were the first company to come on board, and Joanna's gave us a glowing reference as well. So here's 3 different options that can show you how, compatible this with all different people's needs and wants for solar PV. The first one, we've done a connection 27 flats. It was fully funded through Eco4, and the annual bill savings for the flats was £300 to £390 each, and we got an EPC uplift from an E to a C. The second one was an existing landlord system for Wheatley Group in Glasgow. It was 28 flats. It was a really small system, but it was just going out to the grid. So we went in and retrofitted Allume. It only cost £1,900 a flat, and the bill savings were 150 to 200. The reason they were less because it was a small system on the roof, and they moved from a band C to a band B. It was only 4 sat points, but it made a big difference. And the last one is Your Housing Group. That was a bigger block of flats. It was 81 flats. The cost was £4,800 per flat, but it was 50% funded through the government fund. And the bill savings, again, 150 to 200, with the SAP increase of 1 SAP band to 2 SAP bands per flats. Now this one here, you can see this is how we allocate different kilowatt peak for different targets. On the new build here, it was quite a low SAP score on the new build. You can see they were all a SAP band C, all the flats, but some ranged from 80 and some were 72. So what we've done was allocated a different kilowatt peak to each flat so that everybody would finish on an 81, 82 band B, and that future-proofed the rent for these flats. So this is how we've done it. As you can see, everybody's in a 72, SAP band C, and you can see the kilowatt peak. If you're on a 72, you got 1.5 kilowatts to bring you up to the 82. And if you were on the 80, you only got 0.5 of a kilowatt. No much good for the tenants, but good for the building. So that you can allocate this for fuel poverty, for SAP increases, and to future-proof your rent, especially in Englandshire. And as you can see, the SAP score increases ranged from 9 right down to 2. But the end SAP score was 81, 82 for everybody, SAP band B. So this part really sells the product for me. This is taken from a block of 4 flats in Australia. And as you can see, as a standard system, there's a standard the yellow line is a standard solar curve. So it's picking up about 20% of the peak. As you can see, the peak demand in the darker green is when somebody's switching the washing machine, tumble dryer, whatever on. And you can see the peak demand is different from every flat. Now, we've noticed across the world that there's no 2 flats use their energy at the same time. So this system thinks for you. So as you can see, Unit 1, quite active with their peak demands during the day, and Unit 2 is probably out, so they're no benefiting for the solar PV. And everybody else seems to be benefiting. But this system monitors the data and the energy produced and how much PV everybody's have twice every second, and it tries to even it up. So even although somebody might be at work during the day, it will give them more at the weekend and even it up. So by the end of the month, everybody's had the same PV. So it just meets kilowatt peak demand and stops as much going to the grid as possible. So as you can see, on this slide, they've met the demand in yellow. When we convert that to a solar system, you can see the yellow that the peak demand meets from the exact same system. It's like night and day, compared to just a normal system. And that's just because the system is always thinking and always looking at who's using the energy, and it determines as soon as somebody switches the light on, it gives you everything that's available on the roof and just keeps switching it between people. It also comes with a monitoring app. Now, it monitors the energy use at each flat, the solar PV generated each day, how much has been delivered to each flat, and how much has been exported to the grid. So if somebody says, oh, I've got this solar PV and it doesn't work, you've actually got evidence and you can show them how much they've been saving. It has fault alerts and underperformance alerts as well, and it can identify vulnerability and fuel poverty because it knows how much energy everybody's using. If somebody's overusing it, it'll flag it up. If somebody's underusing it, it could flag it as well. and the cost for that's only £2 a month. So just a quick video here, just to show you where the residents go, because I'm done with my time now. I don't know if the volume's working on that, is it?
Doesn't sound like it.
Dependent on pensions, it becomes very difficult for them
Just
to pay
what
the
residents
service fee
say,
when
so.
it goes up 4 times like that. And so in the past we've been looking at solar and talking to different people in different places, trying to find solutions for a building like Belmont.
We design and manufacture the world's first solar share technology, which enables this rooftop solar system to be shared by multiple residents' households within the same block. After the installation and the first month, all the residents can see between 20 and 50% energy saving bills.
In a normal situation, we'd have to put individual inverters into each flat. This delivers it into a central point and actually means that the residents have much easier access to the solar.
Here at Belmont, we were able to improve the energy efficiency of 15 E-rated properties, improving them to a C rating or better, and we improved 7 D-rated properties as well.
Our flat's a lot warmer. Yeah, we found that a great help. It has made us more comfortable, yeah.
I know that the future's going to be a lot better, especially for me, because I've always been very economical. Because of the cost, I keep it down as much as possible. Now I know that some of the things that I was cutting back on, because we've got the solar powers, I haven't got to keep thinking, oh dear, you know, this is going to cost me. It's better. It gives peace of mind that you need to live your life comfortably. It's excellent. Yeah. Happy. Can't say more than that. Really happy.
Thank you, everyone. If you want to come and talk to us after this, please.
What a lovely film. It's lovely. And she's really happy. And I think that's one of the most important things I've seen today. This is a people business. We forget, we talk about technology and we talk about, you know, this widget, that box, this system. But the reality is that smile told me all I need to know. You can have better, cheaper, more efficient ways of doing stuff. And thank you for bringing that to us today. Appreciate that, Dave.